I'm Andrew.
I'm Kevin.
Welcome to Brojects.
Let's put the fire pit right there where those footprints are. So the heart of our ice hotel is going to be our fire pit slash table. So we'll build the fire right on top of this. Take one more load. And hopefully it'll start to burn down. Get some nice embers on there and we can put our pots and pans right on there and cook. Check this out. No more big blocks up there, but there's a crust for the ice bar.
I wonder if we could make it a nook shook. That'd be pretty awesome, eh?
Well, I'll go grab a bunch of sheets of that. There's also some pretty good pieces here for our ice bar. Just cut this stuff out, make a couple uprights, and then a flat top across. Dang. Why'd you break it?
Idiot.
So this is gonna be one of the legs for our ice bar. Cut it off here, get another one there, and then we'll get a slab to go across the top. And then build the nook shook right beside. Might even throw some artistic elements in there. Already you can see there's pine needles buried into it, so I was kind of thinking I might cover the whole thing in pine needles and then freeze them in just to kind of set it off a little bit. Yeah, Kevin has no patience for the little details, and so I do this as much to upset him as it is to please myself.
So let's go take a look at our fire pit stools and see how those turned out.
So these are our seats. We just took a couple 20-liter buckets, filled them with water, stuck a little tree branch in for effect. Now I'm gonna see how they look. Uh-oh. Now that's a seat. We did not have a plan B for these chairs.
Get up for a sec. Try that again.
I don't think so.
Right now we're just setting the bar up. We've got a little ice bar here. I'm gonna put in a couple holes for our shot glasses, a couple bottles of tasty treats.
Perfect. Skewer sticks for the boys when they're getting hungry?
That's good to me. All right, so what's left to do before the boys arrive?
Blow up the balloons.
Yeah, done. Boom! Good.
Just got a text from the guys. They're on their way.
Okay.
We're making out. Yeah, the bar is set.
Excellent.
Got our nook shook here who's holding the rackets and balls for tennis. Got some skates at the bottom there in case the boys want to lace up for the tennis game. The inside of the igloo is all done, looking like a bedroom. We've got the ice hockey table over here. Gonna light the fire in a minute. So I think we're ready for a party.
Come on around, I'll check you in. Welcome to the No-Tell Brojects Snowtel.
Cheers, boys.
Have a good night at the hotel. Thanks for coming down.
Glad you made it.
It's fun enough when Kevin and I are sitting around using the things we build, but it's way better when you get the boys down, get the family down, and actually see it from someone else's perspective.
That fire just rocked.
That was amazing. Yeah, that thing was awesome. The sausage was awesome.
Who's in for bison sausage?
The mulled wine, man.
Mulled wine was really good.
Ooh, like that stuff.
Man, that was a great night.
We got everything we needed to do. Had all our food and fire and fun. And, you know, everybody had a good time.
Cheers, boys.
Cheers. All right, so you got the sectional couches, you got the awning overhead.
Yep.
Dance floor in the middle, or are you gonna put a table or something in here?
The boys are gonna be sitting down, so you don't wanna have to get up every time you need a beer. Something on a rope, be pretty easy to do.
Yeah. Or use one of those RC cars.
A radio-controlled beer cooler.
Yeah.
Vern's into all that stuff.
I just drove by his place. He's out there whacking with hammers and doing something, making a racket. So we got a friend who lives just up the lake. His name's Vern, and he's kind of into RC cars and stuff like that.
My name's Vern. I just live down the road around the other side of the lake. Walker stopped by and asked me if I had an RC car that they could borrow for some football project.
The boys just arrived. We're still working on the remote control cooler. This is actually the old solar nacho table I built in the summertime, and this will move it around. Although she's pretty slick out here today, so I need to get some winter tires on this thing.
So we need to maximize the traction on this thing, and the way to do that is to basically allow these wheels to push down, but we don't want to overload them. So the casters start to pick up the weight before it actually hits the undercarriage.
All right, Walker. Remote. Want a beer?
I do.
Nice work, man.
Right on, man.
Very well done.
There's an RC beer cooler, so you'll never have to get up.
How about a beer, man?
Beer's up. We're gonna try and build a casino into the cottage, but hidden. Things will turn around, things will flip. Voila, there's a casino hiding under the skin of the cottage. What you wanna do is pick up this top piece, flip it over and set it back down.
Hey, this thing has little slide outs.
Yeah, for leaves, we don't have the leaves though. Beer pong extension, pull that out.
Oh, beer pong would be really good.
Are we gonna have the beer pong serving trays? It's a serving tray that attaches there, that's always there. It's got some handles on it. Right now I'm making some inserts for our table. We wanted to dual purpose them, so we were thinking that we could play a little game of beer pong. Basically you set some beer cups up and you throw a ping pong ball into them, as well as make them into a serving tray. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out some holes for our cups. So if you're walking down to the fire pit, hopefully that won't happen, you can carry several beverages at once. Pull it out, serve the beer. It's gonna be good.
This weekend, we took our quaint cottage and turned it into a hidden casino.
Now the boys are on their way.
I don't know if we got enough seats, boys. Want to play some beer pong?
Mom's kitchen table now flips into a poker table, complete with drink holders and beer pong.
We've got to build a golf bag beer dispenser.
I'll be really gentle with your old clubs, man.
Please do. Hey! How much do those cost?
$5.
Generally, when you go to golf courses, they frown upon you bringing your own beverages, but if it was hidden in a golf bag, no one would ever know.
Our bar here is too heavy to put on the swim raft. We're making a little beer dispensing unit out of a golf bag and golf cart. Think you got enough ball markers?
You never know. You need to mark your balls. Making your own beer on tap is fairly easy. All you need is a keg, and then you just need a CO2 tank, a regulator, and a tap. Oops. I think I just broke the tap. Did you just break the tap?
Break the top.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, how did that happen? You broke the top.
Sorry, I broke the tap. We have another?
This thing's garbage, pretty much, so. Between Junior's add-ons and him breaking things, it'll be a miracle if we get to play golf this weekend. It's pretty chumpy, but you know what we could do? You know the drain in the cart?
Yep.
It's got one of those click closers.
Yep.
I don't know if that'll hold it.
Oh, you are such a jerk. Whoa.
I'm gonna give you another blast in 10 seconds.
Yeah, you'd think by the time you're that old, you'd get more mature, but Kevin just doesn't seem to grow up.
The idea is that it looks like we're walking around with a golf bag and not a keg of beer. So we're cutting off the ends of the golf clubs to attach to the top.
Let's play 9.
Oh, this is super stealth.
You want to tap the beer keg?
Why not?
We've got a golf bag, beer dispenser, a couple little malfunctions with it. Oh, sorry, man.
It's like a beer fire hose because Junior broke our tap. It smells pretty good.
It smells better than you.
Right now I'm working on our seating, and I'm gonna try to make a bamboo kind of couchy type of thing. I'm cutting out these 3 shapes, and once I put them all together, that's gonna be the structure of the couch in our beach room.
So the walls are pretty much done, and we're gonna let those murals dry, and now I'm gonna give Kevin a hand with the chair. We essentially have a bamboo room divider that he's gonna lay over these plywood forms that he cut out. I think it's gonna make a nice little bench. I don't know if it's gonna be so comfortable. Yeah, it definitely needs a back cushion. But it's gonna be warm because behind it we have an electric baseboard heater that's just gonna pump the heat out underneath the seat. And then your feet will be in the hot sand. So this is the hot seat in the beach.
Sand between the toes, I can't wait. I love that feeling of just like being a cat, like
That's pretty comfy. Good work.
Right now, I'm making an ice box for our beach.
In the beach room, we have a door that opens to nowhere. There used to be a deck or something there. It's gone now. And what I'm trying to do is frame it out. I'm gonna put some insulation in there.
Pour out some holes the size of beer bottles to hold them in place. The ice box is gonna fit in the doorway.
That hangs on the exterior.
It'll be a bit like a beer closet.
Oh yeah, neighbors are gonna like this one too.
It's a beaut. It was great to actually like pop the door open for the beach. You could just feel the wave of heat roll out.
So we tried to make this beach feel as authentic as possible. We had lots of different beverages on hand.
The beer fridge worked really well. Nice cold cervezas coming out of the fridge with limes and stuff like that.
Hey, man, baby. Do you want a beer?
The drink component really came together well. We made a little table, you know, kind of put a blender between us. Had some great drinks.